Tell me honestly, Curtis, how many times did you have to take current ASC President Stephen Lighthill out for dinner before he would give you this nod?
The ASC Technology Committee was created in 2003, several presidents ago, and Stephen has been incredibly supportive of everything that we've been doing, but so has every single president since the formation, starting with Stephen Poster, and then Richard Crudo, and Darren Okada, and Michael Goy, and Stephen Lighthill. They've all been immensely supportive of the agenda of the Technology Committee because they've all understood the importance of what the Technology Committee agenda is and being able to understand technology developments that are impacting the creative art form and influence them in ways that better serve that creative art form. So I think the fact that we have this last year received the Primetime Emmy Engineering Award for our ASC Color Decision List is a pretty good example of the validation of the work that we've been doing. The fact that we've been heavily involved with the Academy Coloring Coding System, working conjointly and very intimately with the Motion Picture Academy. They too also received a Primetime Emmy Engineering Award along with our ASC CDL. So I think we're seeing recognition, vindication, validation of some of the key components that we do need to implement that will help filmmakers better control their images and understand how to take charge of their destiny as we transition away from film to digital.
So no bribing necessary then. You earned this. You earned this award. You didn't have to bribe anybody to get it.
I don't think there was any bribe involved. I think it's been 10 years in the making, I think.
Yeah, you've had career achievements on screen and off. What made you get involved with creating and engineering new technology?
I've always had, as I said in my remarks, I've always been driven by both the desire for the highest level of creative artistry for cinematography, the practicing at its highest level of artistry. But at the same time, I felt a compelling need to understand its technology foundation. To me, they went hand in hand. So it's just a compulsion that I've always had, because I felt that the more I understood about the technology behind the art, the easier it would be for me to control the art. So I would have a better advantage in being able to understand its strengths and weaknesses, so I could take full advantage of it creatively, which in fact I systematically did, whether it was photochemical or digital. It's just so now that it happens to be primarily digital, since we've transitioned to that world. But you cannot be blissfully ignorant of these digital issues, the digital engineering parameters that determine the imaging, depending on which camera you use, the formats you use, the kind of data storage you use, the workflow you use. I mean, all these things are critical in being able to control the output. So you can leave none of this to chance. It doesn't mean to say everyone has to do it on their own. It just means that they need to do the necessary homework and research to understand exactly what these different technology developments are capable of achieving and be able to apply it to enhance their creative art. That's exactly what, as I said in my remarks, the 15 founders of the ASC in 1919 came together to tackle the challenges that they were facing then to better serve the creative art of cinematography so they could practice their art more efficiently and effectively. And that tradition is something that's been continuing now for many decades. And what I see our ASC Technology Committee is a reincarnation inspired by that agenda and applied to the 21st century in ways that our founders couldn't possibly have imagined. Nitrate stock, static electricity, that's about the level that they were dealing with. Now we're dealing with far more complicated imaging parameters, but I think we're capable of it. We prove we're capable of it, and I think we're basically just beginning.
Well, this is certainly a career milestone. What's next for you to conquer?
Continuing down this path, and then kind of trying to balance it with my ability to move more aggressively back into the creative practice of cinematography and back into feature filmmaking, and also with the desire to move into directing as well, so I can apply it from a variety of different vantage points. So I can actually design the images, I can execute the images, I understand the technical parameters that enable the images, so it gives me a certain perspective that helps me confidently design the kind of narrative storytelling parameters that I need to be able to make the films I'd like to make.
Well then, congratulations and good luck with all of that.
Thank you very much.